Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of your favorite Ravens YouTube channel and podcast, Talking Ravens all day, every day, with your host Justin P. and my MVP being our co-host Miss Shannon Finch. You see me out here rocking our Ravens stuff, Purple Friday. We're giving y'all
hmm
our Friday edition of Talking Ravens all day, every day preview. Episode 147 for the YouTube channel and for the audio version, season 2, episode 47. The links are below in the description, for those who can't watch live. And also, right under that is myself, Shannon, and David's social media platforms. He'll be back on here with us once the holidays, season's over. He's busy at work. Making sure y'all getting y'all gifts and packages. Shout out to Big Dave and UPS and USPS.
hmm
Like I said, I have everything. Shannon, Facebook, IG, Twitter. David, just Facebook and IG. Today we're doing our preview. Normally we do it on Thursdays. We're doing it today. Since the game's tomorrow, give everybody a little something to leave y'all at for tomorrow's big AFC North showdown. And like y'all know, every preview show starts off with the coaching matchup. We got two great future Hall of Famers, and Mike Tomlin and John Harbaugh, both Super Bowl champions, both consistently has their team in the mix. So who has the edge in this matchup, Shannon?
excuse me. I said this before when we previewed the Steelers game the last time. I think it's a tie, and I gave a pretty good breakdown on that episode of why I feel that way. So to sum it up, like you said, they're both great coaches. Both are going to end up being in the Hall of Fame. I think both coaches have things they're good at, but both coaches also have things that they do that upset their fan base. And in situations like that, you're not going to be able to please everyone, but I think most fans will be happy with like you said, always being in a mix of things. So I'm just going to call it a tie for John Harbaugh and Mike Tomlin.
I'm gonna go with a tie as well. Like I said, you say Harbaugh is more of a special teams guy, but what he does well, he keeps the temperament of his players in check for the most part. Even though we just got rid of Deontay Johnson, but that's just a him thing. He's been like Dave Wayne Went, which we'll talk about in a little later on. And Tomlin's more of a defensive guy, but he handles the temperament of his players okay, but Harbaugh does a little bit of a better job. But like you said, it's a tie. Both of them Super Bowl champions. Both of them have a outstanding winning record and playoff record. So yeah, tie. And on this one, for damn sure ain't gonna be a tie. You got Todd Monken and Arthur Smith, the offensive coordinators. Who has the edge?
Um, I'm gonna go Todd Monken. I like what Todd Monken has brought to the Ravens offensively. Is it always perfect? No, but sometimes you got to call a game how it's going. Um, with the Steelers, it's not that their offense is bad. I mean, you could probably look at it and say the Ravens have a more talented offense.
Yeah,
But I'll say Todd Monken.
I'll go Todd Monken as well, man. Look at the 30, over 30 something points a game. Uh,
hmm
Top five in every offensive category, passing, rushing. And then look at the season Lamar Derrick Henry is having and no receiver. So that's a big part. That's a big part of it goes to the offensive coordinator. Uh,
hmm
Arthur Smith, Russell Wilson, them guys, they're okay, but been a little inconsistent because a lot of those games they were winning 13-10, 13-7. It was only been a few times they put up 30, 40 points. We have done it damn near every game except for a few. So yeah.
hmm
All right, now the defensive coordinators, Terrell Austin, the savvy vet for the Steelers, and the young upstart Zach Orr.
I'll give that to the Steelers. Zach, the defense has come around in the last month or so. But yeah, I'll give that one to the Steelers.
Yep, Terrell Austin, the experience. The Steelers defense is always top ranked. Like I said, even now they're like top five. Zach Orr has definitely got the unit to play a lot better. I don't know exactly where they're ranked at now, but it should be higher than 32, which they were in past defense anyway. We were always
hmm
top of our defense. They take a dip when Michael Pierce and those guys get hurt, but now they're all back. But yeah, I got to go with Terrell Austin for this one. All right, position matchups now. the quarterback, the signal caller, Russell Wilson, Super Bowl champion, and Jackson, two-time possible three-time league MVP. Who has the edge?
Lamar, and I love Russ. Like I'm a big Russell Wilson fan. But I'm gonna get that to Lamar. I don't really think it's a whole lot to talk about with that one.
Yeah, it's definitely Lamar. I've been a fan of Russell Wilson as well since NC State and Wisconsin, just like you. So yeah, but it's definitely eight. The running back groups. You got Najee Harris, Jalen Warren. I forgot the other back head, but Derrick Henry, Justice Hill, Sheen Allen, and Keaton Mitchell. Who has the age in running backs? Oh, and Pat Ricard.
Um, I'm gonna say Ravens. I like our core and our depth a little bit better than the Steelers. Like I said, Najee Harris has been having a good year. I saw something about him recently that I didn't even realize that he's had 1,000 yard rushing seasons. For they said if he get it this year, it'll be the 4 years in a row. So I always hear Steelers fans like talking negatively about him, and I don't get it. If you got a running back that's getting you at least 1,000 yards a season, he's pretty much doing what he can from his perspective. But I'll definitely give that to the Ravens.
Yeah, like you said, Najee's overall been consistent. His yards were carried finally over four this year. No, his
Hmm.
workup he was like 3.6, 3.7 now. He's over four. But nonetheless, 1,000 yards. But Derrick Henry, future Hall of Famer, top five in rushing. Um, Justice Hill, Mr. Dordoll, Rasheen Ali. Like I say, we seen what he can do. And he getting a few opportunities. And like you said, you got the speed demon when they gonna unleash Keaton Mitchell and quarter all pass is the other running back. He's really a receiver to me, but he's the other running back. He's a utility guy, and Jalen Warren runs hard, but it's definitely the Ravens. Not even close.
Hmm.
On the receivers, Pittsburgh, we got Van Jefferson, Scotty Miller, Calvin Austin the third, Ben Scarron, George Pickens is out. We got Mike Williams, and you got Roman Wilson who's out, and Pat Fryermuth and Darnell Washington, the tight ends too. With the Ravens, we're missing two. Aguilar. Well, Aguilar is officially out. Bateman's question. We'll see. And you got Taz Walker, Zay Flowers, Tyler Wallace. Deontez is no longer here, which we'll talk about when I talk about the Taz Walker. We got Andrews and Isaiah Likely. Who has the edge in the receiver and tight end?
I think the Ravens. And I said this when we played them the first time. This might be the first time ever that I feel like the Ravens have a better wide receiver tight end core collectively better than the Steelers. But yeah, definitely the Ravens. Like even with who we might be without, we know like you said, Aguilar's not playing. Big man, we don't know what's going to happen with him if he plays or how limited he may be. But I still like the Ravens. I mean, our tight ends alone, and what they're able to bring to the table just changes things for the collective. So even if we're without wide receivers, I still like our tight ends to put us in a good position. So I'm going Ravens.
Definitely Ravens. Like I said, Zay is going to get 1,000 yards. Bateman probably over 800 or close to it. Tyler Wallace has been getting better, and like I said, Tez Walker, he's now getting involved, get his chance to shine. Um, say Andrews are likely, man. Them guys are so reliable. Um,
Hmm.
that definitely Ravens. Offensive line, Steelers, you got Dan Moore, Isaac Similata, Zach Frazier, Mason McCormick, Roger Jones. The Ravens, I'm gonna go right to left. Roger Rosengarten, Daniel Falehe, who is questionable, which may not be a bad thing, honestly. Tyler Lindenbaum, Patrick Penalty McCarry. He's goddamn always getting the flag, but he's real versatile. And Ronnie Stanley, who has the edge in the offensive line.
Um, I'm going to go Ravens, and that's because I looked up some information earlier, and it said that over the past month, the Steelers have been one of the worst offensive lines in the league. Um, the Steelers usually that's their strong suit, normally their offensive line, but as of right now, as we speak right now, I'm going to give that to the Ravens.
Ravens as well. We got more guys, more healthy guys, more versatile guys. And then if like I said, Fale can't play, you got, Ben Cleveland, Andrew Voorhees waiting in the wings. And also Metasala Lalu. So, we got a lot of guys and a lot of depth. So yeah, definitely Ravens. Now to the defensive side of the ball. Both teams are 3-4 defense. Start with the
Hmm.
Steelers. Ogunjobi, who's questionable. Isaiah Loudermilk, which is a hell of a name. Keanu Benton, Martavius Adams, Cam Ward, Dean Lowry. Then you got T.J. Watt, who's now playing. Preston Smith, Jeremiah Moon, former Raven. Patrick Queen, Peyton Willis, Yolanda Roberts, Alex Highsmith, and Nick Herbert. And that's I just did the whole front seven together. So who has the better front seven total? Us or the Steelers? Matabike, Washington, uh, you know, Roquan Smith, Trenton Simpson, Dafio Wales, questionable. My so far. So I did it collectively so we can save us a little bit of time.
Um, well, it's hard for me to answer it collectively only because um, I think different ways for both groups. So, like
Gotcha.
with the
Break it down
with the front,
however you want to decipher.
yeah. So with the front, I think it's a tie because I do think that it's a Cam Haywood, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the like he can be a game changer. Like he's a great player, and I also like our front. Like I feel like it's not really a too much of an edge there, which is why I would call it a tie. But when you think about the linebackers, I think about the Steelers, and the reason why I say that is because you have J.J. Watt. Like I like Roquan. Well, Roquan Smith is a Doug. Like we know what he's brought to the table, been here. But I don't think the Ravens have anybody in their front seven that's a game changer, a game wrecker like TJ Watt is. So for that, I give it to the Steelers with the linebacker. So if I had to combine them, I guess I would just have to say Steelers because they get the edge with the linebackers.
Mm-hmm.
But I call it tie with the front three and Steelers for the linebackers.
Well said, Shannon. Well said. Same. Front three. I don't know, honestly. Yeah. No, I think I'll give us the edge in the front three because Manabiki and those guys, they actually get to the quarterback. Cam Hayward is phenomenal. Who I always speak highly of. Like any Steeler fan, but I give him a lot of credit because he don't really get his flowers like that because of the numbers. But yeah, I go with us in the front three because our guys, they get after the quarterback a little better than they do. But like you said, a linebacker core for sure because T.J. Watt is a piece. He's amazing. In my opinion,
Hmm.
the second best pass rusher in the league. I just think Miles Garrett is a tad bit better because he's a little versatile. But that's just me. But Watt is a monster. Like you said, we got Roquan, those guys. But yeah, so I agree with you. I would say the same thing. It's a tie just because we're better than one department, not better than the next.
Hmm.
All right, so we'll put the secondary as a whole as well. The Steelers, Dante Jackson, Corey Trice, Deshaun Elliott is out. You got DeMonte Casey, Minka Fitzpatrick, Joey Porter, Cam Sutton. Us, you got Brandon Stevens, Marlon Humphrey, Nate Wiggins, TJ Tampanel, who's been activated, Jalen Norman Davis, Darius Washington, Cal Hamilton, Sadusky Kane. Who has the edge?
Ravens. I think we have a better secondary than them, and it's not even like I said, they have Minka, Joey Porter. He get a little handsy. There's a lot of calls they miss with him. Um, but I like our depth a little bit more. Yeah, so I'm gonna go Ravens for the DBs.
Same as well. And I forgot your Davis White and Desmond King. My bad. Yeah, we got way more depth than him. Way more depth. Like I said, Nate has been playing good as a rookie. Cal Hamilton playing good. Darius Washington, since he's been entrenched as a starting free safety.
Hmm.
He's going to start. Got a big time interception last week. Marlon Humphrey playing at all play level. Ryan Stevens still low to be penalties, but he's not giving up the big plays as much. So yeah, gotta go Ravens.
Hmm.
Now the special teams. We'll start with the Ravens. You got Justin Tucker, Jordan Stout, Tylen Wallace, Nick Moore, Justice Hill. They the returners. And for the Steelers, you had kicker? Chris Boswell's the kicker. The punter is what's that name? Corliss Waitman. Punt returner Kelvin Austin the third. Kick returner Cordero Patterson. Long snapper Christian Kuntz.
Um, I'll give the edge to the Steelers. Like I said, I think that the Ravens special teams had their best game last week, all season. But that's not enough for me to like I said before, until they show me some change for me to pick them over another team's special teams. And outside of that, the Steelers special teams is really good. I mean, great. I don't even know what their ranking may be. Wouldn't surprise me if they're number one in special teams. Chris Boswell has been perfect this year, almost. I think really good. The way that they can block field goals and things like that, like yeah. So I'll definitely give them the edge over the Ravens with special teams.
I'll go Pittsburgh as well. Because like you said, we have been so up and down and inconsistent. So Chris Boswell literally beat us the last game he played. He hit all field
Hmm.
goal.
All
Just
field goal games.
just field goals, we won the game. That's why I tell everybody save their excuses. Because
Hmm.
the Steelers could have had a million excuses. They got in the red zone 6 times. Like they could have said this and that, So, but they won the game. So that's the thing. Justin Tucker has to get back on track, man. So yeah, I'll have
Hmm.
just for the simple fact. I have more faith in their kicking than our own, which is crazy to say. I
Hmm.
know you fall for that.
It's unfortunate that we gotta say that.
All right, here's our first topic of the night. We always start off with: How will Todd Monken attack the Steelers' top-ranked defense? In your opinion?
You know what, Justin? Like to be honest, I have no clue. Um, and the reason I say that is because I don't know which offense is going to show up. Like we can look through this season and see that we were one of the top, well, was top offense in the league. You see them, you know, manhandle a lot of different teams. But then when you come to the Steelers games, it's like they forget how to play football, turning the ball over, a whole bunch of mistakes and things like that. My only thing would be with the offense is focus on ball security. That goes for everybody, quarterback, running backs, wide receivers. Like I still think about the way Justice Hill got that ball taken from him in the last game. Like you just can't. So I don't know if you saw that clip with Todd Monken run it over to them, the wide receivers doing
Oh
like
yeah,
a
telling them how to get in and out they breaks and hold the boss out.
and that's something that they need that we got to stress in this game because first of all, every game that we've lost to the Steelers has been within a touchdown, I think, or a few points. Like I said, it hasn't been like major blowouts.
Yeah,
And every time when you look back on the games, it's a lot of mistakes offensively. Now, like this last game, we can look at Justin Tucker and say you missed kicks and things like that. But if you guys aren't fumbling and dropping balls or getting balls taken from you, it could be a different game too. Like the defense, as much as they were struggling, they still held them to only field goals. So games like that, like how we felt in 2006 when we was 13-3 with Steve McMahon, I'm like, how do you not beat a Peyton Manning team when you hold them to nothing but field goals? Like it's disappointing when you know you have guys on your team that can do it. So to sum it up for me, is just focus on ball security. I don't care how you get it done, but don't turn the ball over and don't let them take the ball from you. Like you gotta man up a little bit this game.
yeah. Well said. First of all, Shannon. Establishing a physical ground game because weather's going to be a little wet. I mean, I think we're still going to spin it, but like you said, it comes down to opposing our will on them. TJ Watt down 100%. So this is the game where Derrick Henry should have the ball 22, 23 times. And Patrick Ricard right there just lining up, smacking TJ Watt in his face because 900%. So, beat him up even worse. And they got a short week just like us.
Hmm.
So he should be basically not playing against the Chiefs because he done took a pound in this game. So
Right.
definitely settle the tone, show them like, hey, we y'all not gonna keep bullying us. We're gonna bully you. So Derrick Henry downhill at them 22, 23 times. And then of course Lamar, he's taking off more him doing that. First of all, ball security and no penalty. That's the first way to attack. I guess that's what killed this.
Hmm.
Establishing a physical run game, getting Keaton Mitchell involved, getting Justice Hill involved, even get Rasheen Ali involved if possible. And screens, like I said, to slow down that pass rush. Quick slants, get it out there to Devontez Walker, which we'll talk about in a few topics. Get Tyler Wallace involved. Get Mark Andrews involved because he has yet to score touchdowns to Steelers, which is remarkable. So get my guy Mark Andrews.
Ever? He
Yeah,
never scored one.
from
Wow.
what I said, from what they said, it might be the last couple of games, but from what I'm saying, I never. But we can check that and
Wow.
fact that later. Get Likely involved. Like, yeah, just keep getting guys involved, but it definitely set the tone and punch them in the mouth in the running game.
Hmm.
How will Zach Orr defend the Steelers offense?
Um, I think with Pickens not playing, we could like play tighter coverages on them and focus more on their tight end and also like not letting them get behind you, not giving up too many big plays, and limit the big runs from Najee and get after Russ. I mean, like I said, we kept them out of the end zone the last time, and I think we can do an even better job with not even giving them as many opportunities down there to get the field goals because they are without one of their biggest weapons. And that was killing us for real with Pickens and Russell Wilson and him just throwing it up. And I just feel like our defense, like I said, it has improved a lot since the changes have been made over the past couple of weeks. So the defense that the Steelers are going to see is even going to be something different than what they saw a couple of weeks ago. So that if you can just lock up, their big play tight end wide receivers or who can make those plays and limit big runs from Najee, I think that's the best way to attack them and make Russell Wilson uncomfortable.
I'm not gonna be too long because it's a little easier defensively. Do what you did the first time, but just this time turn over the football. No George Pickens. Should be no reason why this team even sniffed 14 points. Like
Hmm.
they had all field goals with George Pickens there. Now they're at home on the road and they're a little beat up now. Yeah, and we got more guys back defensively. Yeah, just play man coverage, bracket certain areas of the
Hmm.
field. That problems don't get loose. And don't take your eyes off Van Jefferson, Scotty Miller, because they sneaky receivers that can still kill you with their speed. But just get physical with those receivers at the line of scrimmage and send pressure. Don't be scared to blitz Russell Wilson. I don't. Yeah,
Hmm.
you can be a little magician, but still get pressure on him and get him off a spot to have him throw the ball because pressure bust pipes.
Hmm.
And don't put Brandon Stevens on like the fifth receiver. All right. This is another one right here. Might alter this a little bit. With now Deontay Johnson being waived, do you think Devontez Walker will have a bigger role this game after scoring his first career touchdown versus the Giants?
I mean, yeah, definitely. Like right now, he has nothing but opportunity. Deontay's gone, so Aguilar is out for sure with Bateman. We don't know what's going to happen if he does play, how limited he might be. Because is it even worth it to put him out there
And we
when you
got
got another game?
yeah on
When you got a
Wednesday.
game in like what 4 days after that game? So yeah, he has nothing but opportunity and he's young and he's fresh. He hasn't played all year, so he's ready to go. And I think that after the game he let last week, your first catch is a touchdown. That's nothing but a confidence booster. And then he's a weapon that the Steelers have never seen either. So we can make them have to do some things defensively that we might not have to do defensively just based on showing them something different. So absolutely, it's nothing but opportunity for him to do that.
I think so because like I said, his confidence now is high. Guys believe him. Like I said, I ain't gonna say tragedy, but this unfortunate situation with Devontez Walk, meanwhile, Deontay Johnson that opened doors for him and
Hmm.
Tyler Myers and Anthony Miller, who I was high on. I'm glad they kept. So now these guys can get a chance to, make their bounds and make plays. Lamar, he's going to look for everybody. He's one of them guys up. He want to hit him. And Anthony Miller was having a hell of a preseason with Josh Johnson, quarterback. So now
Hmm.
he won. So yeah. Yeah, so I think Taz Walker definitely have a nice impact. He'd be like he's basically a bigger version of Torrey Smith. Take the top off, because now them guys gotta respect your speed, which is going to open up stuff underneath everybody
Hmm.
else. All right. Oh, over under stat line. So start with Lamar. Let's go total yards, passing, rushing. Let's go 275 over under.
Um, I'll go under. I'll say 180 passing, 60 rushing. So that's about 240.
I'm gonna go I'm gonna go with 280, 250 passing, 30 yards on the ground. Derrick Henry, rushing yards, 95 over under.
Um, I'll say under and say you know what? I'm gonna stay at 95. I think he can crack 95. Like you said, if we get him, at least 20 something touches, uh, he can definitely, at some point break off a big run. Um, the Steelers are good. with stopping the run. I mean, that's something that that they predicate themselves on being great at as well. So I'll just say at 95. I think it'll be still be a good day for Derrick Henry, but I don't know if it'll get to the 100 yard mark.
I'm gonna go slightly over with 105. I think when the amount of carries he get, he'll get 105. He always get a nice couple runs. All right, Zay Flowers, 50 yards receiver over under.
I'm gonna go over because with guys being out, that's more opportunity for Zay as well, and we know that him and Lamar have chemistry. So you said 50, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go over, and I'm gonna say 90 yards for Zay Flowers.
I'm gonna go 75. So we both want to over. Mark Andrews, by himself, 70 yards receiver over under.
I'll go under, because like I said last week, and it kind of showed in a game last week. Mark Andrews can definitely, get plays down the field and get big third downs and things like that. But he's going to be utilized more, or should be utilized more, like in the red zone. So for that matter, you might not get a whole lot of yards. In that case, so I'm going to say under, and I'll say 60 yards for Mark Andrews because again, with guys being out, it does open up more opportunities for other people.
I'm gonna go slightly over with 65. All right, Isaiah Likely, 25 yards receiving over under.
I'll go over and say 30.
I'll go 35. All right, Justice Hill, total yards from scrimmage, rushing and receiving, 45 over under.
Total. Um, I'll say over and say 50.
I'll go over and go 55. All right, now defense, total 10 sacks. I'm gonna start the line at 2 over under.
Um, I think they can get after Russell, so I'm gonna say over and say 3.
Uh, Total interceptions on defense. I'm gonna start the line at 1. Over under or push right there at 1.
I'll say right at 1.
I'm gonna go a little over, go 2. I think we're gonna get Russ twice. All right, last one we always do. Total combined tackles between Roquan Smith and Trenton Simpson. I'm gonna start the line at 14 over under.
Um, since Trenton Simpson's role has changed a little bit, I'll go under and say 12.
Okay. I'll go 13. 9 for Roquan, 4 for Trenton. All right, so now our score prediction. Who wins the game? Wait a second.
Or the 3 keys to victory.
Oh, sorry. I'm skipping. I'm gonna just, it's Friday, so I'm gonna, back that up. 3 keys to victory.
Um, like I mentioned earlier, win a turnover battle. Protect the ball when you got it, and get turnovers defensively when you can. Justin Tucker, make your kicks, field goals, extra points. We can't have you losing. Like this is a very important game at this point of the season. And lastly, Harbaugh, don't make any stupid decisions. Like we know those type of decisions he can make. Don't try to get too cute. Don't be trying to outsmart somebody. Like just do what you do and take the game as it come. But those are my 3 keys. Win the turnover battle. Justin Tucker, do your job. John Harbaugh, don't make any stupid decisions.
I like that. But you know, mine's always the same. Protect the ball, offense. Defense, take the ball away. Score more touchdowns and field goals. Now we can go top score predictions. Wait, Shannon.
Hmm. Um, I'm gonna go 20 2014 Ravens.
I'm gonna go with my guy Justin. Shout out to Justin for tuning in. I'm gonna go 31-17. Just put the go mojo in the air because I do wanna. My original trick was 23-10, 23-20. Nah, I wanna kind of beat them up a little bit. Eventually, no way leave no doubt. So yeah, I'm
Hmm.
gonna go 31-17. Only one field goal by JT. I'm riding with you, Justin. Just a Justin thing.
Hmm.
So that's it, everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in. Shannon, anything you want to say before we shut it down?
I kind of touched on this when we did the show earlier this week. But the Ravens should be proud of the position that they put themselves in. Like I said, when you think about how we started the season off at 0-2, it could have been a lot. It could have went worse. Like we could have really been 0-5. We talked about that possibility just based on the teams we played after that point. And somehow or another, they found a way to figure it out, even through having bad special teams and bad defense and having to figure it out and benching guys and releasing guys and moving guys around and rotating and doing this and doing that. We have a game coming up tomorrow where we can still position ourselves to win a division. So Lamar Jackson hasn't played in front of a crowd ever in Baltimore. You talk about something that's crazy to hear about Mark Andrews. I was surprised to hear that. I didn't realize it, that it's been that way for Lamar. So I hope that being home gives these guys some energy that they haven't had in recent games against the Steelers. And they just come out and ball. And like you said, I would love it to be a dominant game. I would love it to be like 31-17. Like you said, leave no doubt. Because we know that this offense is better than what they've shown against the Steelers. And it's time to show like who you really are. Like stop letting these guys bully you. So I just hope that everything works out in our favor and everything we want is still ahead of us in these last 3 weeks.
All I want to say, Shannon, that was good. All I'm gonna say is, everyone, like I said, we got a chance to win a division. But also, we take the driver's seat in the division. When we win, we guarantee a playoff berth. And Dylan, shut up. We got, we won them all. We guarantee our playoff spot. We can still get in with a loss with the Colts and Dolphins, but whatever. Well, we want to get in, on our way, win it. Like I said, wants to win the division, so we have a home playoff game. But like I
Hmm.
said, tomorrow, big battle AFC North. Tomorrow we're gonna show who the king of the North this year. Each year it can change. So like we
Yeah.
didn't have this, if we can win, we'll put ourselves in the driver's seat to be back to back division champions since 2018 and 19. We won it back to back. So
Hmm.
let's go everybody. Whoever going to the game, I'm gonna be there. I know the weather's gonna be a little cold, but hey, I show out. Even people watching home or the bar, show out, show out. Everybody have your purple decked out. Everybody, make sure you go to the store early, get all your stuff you need. Cause like I said, 4:15, 4:30, everybody should be glued into the TV or in their seats in the stadium. Cause like I said, it's go time, baby. This is it. This is a playoff game in my mind. So
Oh, you
everyone,
know what? That what Justin just said. I wanted to ask you that. Do you think that's a possibility?
probably so. Because he already
Make,
been hit with the offense, and
makes
if
it
he
makes the most sense.
yeah, and like I said, Odell's not going to, do what Deontay Johnson did. Even if he not happy with his targets, he's still going to go out there and play. But yeah, I can see it though. I can see
And
it.
he was a great vet to have in the locker room. You could tell by how he acted on the sideline and things that he did to still lift guys up. So I wouldn't be mad if they brought back Odell.
No, I kind of want him back from the get go. I just ain't want him back at that price tag. But yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
Bring Calais back too. Why not have a big old reunion?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Look, the
everyone.
lion the Lions might pick him up if he become available.
He is. So you're right. 'Cause they need help in the D line. But everybody, like I said, and there's some good college football games on tomorrow. Got an action packed holiday weekend games
Hmm.
from tomorrow all the way up until Wednesday. So enjoy yourselves. Merry Christmas, stuff like that. Man, Shannon be on here Monday. We're gonna combine two shows. We're gonna do one segment as a recap, and we're gonna do another one as a preview for the Christmas game. So yeah, tune in for that. And then Maurice will be on here too. My co-host from Keep the Same Energy. He'll be on here. He will talk Ravens all day every day. It's a special guest.
Hmm.
So have an amazing weekend, everybody. Be safe. All y'all. We'll see y'all Monday. 7 p.m. Eastern, same bad time, bad channel. Make sure y'all trade and know what that means. Talk Ravens all day, every day. From your host, Justin P, and from my MVP being our co-host, Shannon. We'll see y'all on Monday. Have a great weekend.
Bye, Justin.
Shannon.